bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Denver Nuggets here at Pepsi Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Williams against Iverson. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So, Clark, when a team faces the front end of a back-to-back, what changes in their approach?
You know, by and large, I think they play it normally for the most part, Kevin. But if they are up big or down big with a quarter to go, I think that's when they might consider thinking about tomorrow.
3 on the clock. Here's Fernandez. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Iverson kicks to Korver. Back to Iverson. Harrington up top. Rebounded by Allen. Pass to Williams. And just about a minute into the first quarter. For 3, Fernandez. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
And you got to love Anderson's hustle, especially how hard he goes after the offensive glass.
Williams against Iverson. With Samart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Williams passes to Allen. Here is Fernandez. It's stolen by Harrington. Now Iverson. He had 27 points last game. Outside Korver. Harrington with him. Back to Korver. To the paint. Here's Iverson. And he banks in the layup. Iverson's got his second goal.
And, you know, being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Williams against Iverson. Williams kicks to Allen. Pass to Anderson. Here's Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
And great job being in the right place. And give Boozer credit for the extra effort there on the glass.
And here's Martin. Iverson outside. Korver with it. Down low. Hamby down low. Defended by Anderson. Hamby no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Williams. Saw him with 10 points last game. Screen by Boozer. Fernandez from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
And it's Iverson missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. Here's the floater. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marcus Camby. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Utah. Fernandez. Taking 2 shots.
Fernandez.
No good on the free throw. A different look for Utah. LaFrancis checked in for Anderson. Bender comes in for Tony Allen. And Stoudemire subbed in for Williams. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Campbell. Outside Martin. Now here's Korver. Tight defense on him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Carlos Boozer.
And Martin seems to have his game face on all the time. Plays with a lot of ferocity. A high-flying forward who gets after it on defense.
And the Jazz making a change here. He makes one of two that time.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
End of the pass to LaFrance. Jazz passing it around. Here's Boozer. It's rebounded by Camden. Denver with the ball. Here's Iverson. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Pass to Camden.
What the fuck was that?
Good, had a chance to take the lead there. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Boozer, can be covering. And they call the foul, so he's got the and chance here to make it a three-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Jazz lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Somebody threw up. Look.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the wing, Williams. Outside Williams. Williams has a screen for Williams. Spins. Bender kicks to Stoudemire. There's the screen. Misses the three.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Stoudemire against Iverson. Pass to Harrington. Wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
Williams against Korver. To the middle. And it's Williams with the jam.
Some solid passing there. There's a great atmosphere on a team when you're creating opportunities for your teammates.
Now here's Iverson. He has 6. Pass to Martin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. A different look for Utah. Anderson comes in for Williams. And Rudy Fernandez is subbed in for Bender. Clark, how about this? We might have twins both go in the first round. Marcus and Markieff Morris. From Kansas, grew up in Philadelphia, 2 big men.
Yeah, I like them both, Kevin. They're in the 6'9" range size-wise. They step out and knock down a 3. Don't mind doing the dirty work. The Morrises are tough guys, too. They play with an edge and toughness. I think each of those guys could be a lottery pick.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Iverson dishes to Martin. And the rebound goes to Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Williams throws it down.
Yeah, and his ability to penetrate and finish at the rim, one of the best qualities that Williams possesses.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Harrington.
And that wasn't easy, but he takes pride in being able to hit contested shots.
Stoudemire in the post. Iverson covering. Here's LaFrentz. Tries again. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. LaFrentz has got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Korver. Still without a basket. On the wing, Korver. The 3. Buries the long range. Korver's got it all tied up now.
Don't play with that boy, man. Stop playing with him.
For Denver.
And this is Korver's shot. Continues to knock down that tray ball. He's as consistent as it gets.
The shot by Williams, no good. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Launches a 3. Korver, no luck. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Stoudemire, and it
Ain't no fucking way he did that.
Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Iverson outside. Pass to Harrington.
Let's go.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Harrington's got 7 points. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky. Number 7 already in this game.
Stoudemire, the pass to Anderson. Here's Williams. Denver grabs the miss. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip, and they pick up 2. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting.
Gotta say yeah.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Pass to LaFrentz. Now here's Williams. And he converts the layup.
Powerfully built for a point guard. Williams can create space, get himself looks inside with that strength.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now, here's Harrington. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. The 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Denver on top. They're up by 1. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
You know, I think the undervalued part of AI's game is his athleticism. I know he's not that big, but he's an amazing athlete. This guy was an all-state football player in high school, and he plays with some of that football mentality, too.
Here's Allen after the Nuggets pick up 2. Pass to Fernandez. Rejected by Campbell. Outside, Martin.
6th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top third in the league in assists. Oftentimes in possessions, making the extra pass makes all the difference.
And their points per game, one of the first stats everyone looks at, has been solid this season. You know, Greg, they're not as dominant as some teams offensively, but they're still very dangerous.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
Williams in the post, working on Martin. Pass to Fernandez, a 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Stolen by Anderson. Floats one, and it's Fernandez missing.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Martin kicks to Harrington. Allen with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Iverson up top. He's guarded by Williams, and it's in there. Iverson's got 12.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Allen Iverson.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Allen. And that's collected by Camby. Camby's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Nuggets lead by 6. And there's the drive. Again, the Nuggets score.
Game shooter, Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Took him no time at all on that one. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Jazz trail by 8.
Jazz substitution. Number 6. Damon Stoudemire.
Pass to Williams for the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Iverson kicks to Harrington. Here's Martin. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Puts up a deep 3. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead.
Takes a lot of agility to pull that off. How about that ball handle?
Here's Martin. The shot, no good. Boozer with the defensive effort. Like everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Back to Williams. Rejected by Campbell. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Moves back up. They shoot again. Anderson with the block.
Boy, admire the reach of Anderson. I mean, this guy does a nice job of timing when to leave the floor to reject those shots.
Pass to Fernandez. Outside Williams. Boozer a screen on Korver. Williams for three. That one misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Nuggets lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Williams sends a screen for Stoudemire. Camby with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Saturday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And then on Monday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Warriors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now that their field goal percentage is starting to tail off, they're losing ground.
Iverson dishes to Harrington. Inside. Kicks it out to Iverson. Lets it go from deep. Harrington can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Iverson against Stoudemire. Pass to LaFrance. The Jazz working the ball around now.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Harrington against Williams. Harrington inside. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nuggets?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Stoudemire. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking. Don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Fernandez.
Nice vision. When a teammate's got that much room to operate, you got to get it to him.
On the wing, Korver over Fernandez. Korver, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
A different look for Utah. Anderson, he's checked in for LaFrance. Boozer comes in for Sean Williams. And Allen subbed in for Bender. Now here's Anderson to tie it up. And it's Fernandez missing. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And here's Korver. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
Beyond the notion, 3 is better than 2.
This don't look ready.
Hitting trades can stretch out a defense, makes things easier inside.
Here is Williams. He scores a sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Iverson. Outside Martin. The three from Korver. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside Williams. Over Iverson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Fernandez. Boozer a screen on Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Fernandez.
Ow!
Utah gets it back.
Oh!
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
And a big bucket from Anderson. You can tell his teammates trust in his ability to come through.
Pass to Korver.
Ah, you bitch.
Boy, defense non-existent there.
Come
They
here.
catch a break as he whiffs it.
Boozer a screen on Iverson.
Yeah.
That gives them the lead. Williams has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
When the game is tight, you'll see Williams calling for the ball.
The three from Korver. Drills it from outside. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Fearless.
You know who that is? Kyle Korver.
Is the only way to describe Korver on that one. He loves getting the chance to sink those clutch baskets right in the face of the D.
Now here's Boozer. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Fernandez. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Poke loose. Stolen by Allen. Fernandez, the pass to Boozer. Money!
We're seeing the blazing hot version of Boozer.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Korver gets to Harrington. And the three off target. And here's Utah. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And it's Korver off the drive. Yes!
Oh my God.
And with Korver, he's worked hard on all facets of his game. It's about being more than just a three-point gunner.
The Jazz call timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Williams with the ball. Here's the drive. Got it!
Oh, fucking
He sets
God.
his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Timeout called. Nuggets. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And here's Korver from the arc. And so it's Utah who scrapes by with the win.